What's going on, people? It's your boy Terry the Barber, and I'm here to give you guys the Razor Sharp Podcast promo code for the Hex Pod. So run, don't walk to thehexpod.com. Select your purchases, go to checkout, and put the code RSPC10 to get 10% off in complete purchase. What do you say? How do you say? I'm just about to see another day. I go by the name of Terry the Barber, and this is Razor Sharp Podcast. Today, listen, it's going to be a cooker. We got somebody phenomenal blazing the scene today, blazing the lens on Razor Sharp. I got my brother BjsCutzz.
BJ, man. Yes, sir.
In the building.
I'm here.
Yes, sir. Six-time serial entrepreneur, clothing line, artwork, artiste, barber, locks, facials, premium grooming expertise, and one of my sweet mates here at the salon.
Yes, sir.
So listen, man, this been a long time coming. Me and my brother.
Long time coming, man.
Chopping it up.
Yes.
I just want to thank you, my brother, for coming on board to the pod to just telling people exactly who you are and what you do and why you do it. So first and foremost, introduce the people out there to who BjsCutzz is.
I'm Bernard Jackson, BjsCutzz, a.k.a. Slice, as y'all know. I own 6 companies: clothing line, photography, barbering, artwork, breeding. I'm a published author. 2 times published author, to be exact. This is year 7 for me today. Full-time entrepreneur. I'm 26 years old. I love what I do, man. I'm so excited about this podcast, about this whole thing, bro. Tara knows I've been asking about it, but we've been busy, been booked and busy. So, hey, we've been going crazy. I remember when I was first cutting, and I think you and Vera came through trying to see, like, oh, how's it here? Mm-hmm. Hey, man. He took a big leap of faith. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. We had to lock in. We had to give back to the community, let y'all know, like, insight about me and how the industry has changed and all these new things going on, the positives, the highs, the lows, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, please, let's do it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. So,
yes,
yeah, we here with it. We here.
Yes, man. Thank you for taking the time out, brother. The first question I got for you is, what got you into barbering?
What got me into barbering? Okay, so I changed my life. I went legit. I was doing a couple things. I don't know, what too much to speak on, but I changed my life, went legit. My first company was my clothing line. So I started generating with my clothing line and all that stuff. And then I said, you know what? Let's make another stream of income. So I said, I'm going to cut my hair. I started cutting my hair, messed up my hair 1,000 times, y'all. I done had whips. I done had bleeding, everything, and I have a fine texture hair. So, I was trial and error, and I ended up cutting one of my godbrother's hair and cut him in the bathroom. He was like, I don't know how much you charge, but here's $15. Boom, gave me 15.
Quick 15.
Yeah. I was like, oh snap, okay. Took the money and I used that money to buy more clippers. So
you invested back into your craft.
Invested back into my craft, man, and I kept the pot going, kept going, and then later down the line, I found out that my great grandfather was a barber too, and I was talking to my grandfather about it, and I was like, okay, we chopping it up and stuff, and he was like, I actually have his clippers, I have his old talc powder, his comb, and the guards for the clippers too.
Wow.
So did my research. I'm looking it up. Turns out, I just found this out like a week ago, y'all. It is 106 years old, the talc powder that I have. His clippers are like 75 years old. So I mentioned that to say that it runs in my veins too. At first I was just trying something, trial and error, and then I found out that my grandfather, I'm holding that weight now. So then I went ahead and went to college to become a master barber, licensed master barber, and I took it serious. And then I realized how much I love to interact with people, uplift people, be that life coach, be that counselor, be that therapist, all in one, and hit that reset button, man. You know how it is. Like, sometimes we just gotta let it go. And all to say, as he knows, I just cut my locks off yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Freedom.
So yeah, I got 2 left, but you know what I'm saying? Those my antennas, but it is what it is, so. Yeah.
So what made you want to go to barber school, though? Because you could have just said, you know what, you like cutting hair, you getting good at it. You could just be like most of the renegades out there and just get into a shop without a license. What made you want to take it upon yourself to go get fully educated?
Because, so I had the money, but I tried to go into suites and stuff, And if you need that paperwork, you got to have that paperwork behind to go ahead and get into those other rooms. So I had the money. I just didn't have the license behind it. So I said, you know what? That's the only thing that's stopping me. And plus, I wanted to have that college experience too. You know what I'm saying? Engage with people, network, build new connections. So you never know, like, long-term wise, like, who I could lock in with or whatever. So I just said, you know what? Let me go ahead and lock in. And I didn't want to play. It's like, go hard or go home. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have step in my industry. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and be legit. Plus, I also know that I've seen multiple previous shops. Like, I've been in 3 shops. So, like, a couple of shops that I've been to before, like, I seen barbers that weren't licensed, and I can see the difference compared to somebody that is licensed, an industry professional, you know, compared to a regular, somebody just got ring lights and gloves. They celebrity barbers now, you know what I'm saying? So I seen the difference, like work ethic, you know, how they move, how they talk to people, time management, all of those things. So I said, you know what? I don't want to just be barely making it. I want to exceed and go further and further now. So then I said, you know what? Now I'm glad I went to college because I learned how to do locks, how to do facials, all of this stuff, everything, how to hold the razor the right way, you know, everything. I used to be chasing the chair, you know, running around the chair, but now, you know, they're just rotate, stay in one area, you know. So I learned so much: time management, business skills, communication skills, how to control the room, how to control the environment, how to keep it like live and energy. You know what I'm saying? You might have a plant inside the room now to keep that positive, you know, frequency going up, because you have to manage it, because, you know, we have our ups and downs. And I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go all in. And as y'all see, it's on my face, and I'm not half stepping in this industry. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go all the way. Graduated college, 3.8 GPA.
Oh, salute.
Shout out to Mr. Brown too.
What school you went to?
Atlanta Tech in college. That's what I said. Shout out to Mr. Brown and a lot of people, Mr. White, Mr. King, Miss Tate. She taught me, older lady, but she taught me how to get down, Tara. She taught me how to get down. And,
really?
Yeah. And I believe she had issues with her rotator cuff, so she'll cut just like this, but going crazy though. Like, she really know her techniques. She named me No Guard Bernard because I learned how to cut without a guard and use my shear work and all those things too.
Salute.
So yeah, man. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, took it all the way with it. You know, I didn't want to be limited. You know, like, you know how sometimes you can only fit so big, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna break out this box and I'm gonna go all the way, because, you know, as y'all know, once we get our license, we can go anywhere, any and everywhere. So that's what I wanted to. I wanted to be able to, even if, because I ain't gonna lie, I was unlicensed for like about 2.5 years in shops, but I said and another thing, I didn't want to have to worry about state board. That's to answer your question too. I didn't want to have to worry about getting fined, or my shop owner at the time getting fined, you know, taking those risks too. So, and I wanted to learn more about the craft, and I wanted to learn more about straight hair and all these other different, and how to shave, because I used to be nervous with that razor. And I had one client, bro, he just got up, here, let me show you how you do it. He just started razoring himself, and I was just like, right then I was like, man, I don't want to be limited. I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be nervous. I want to dominate and get the job done. So that's why I went ahead and went to school and took it serious, you know.
That's amazing, bro. And so you said that you know you've been into 3 other barber shops. What had you jumping from chair to chair?
It wasn't like intentional, but it was more so the environment. I grew out of certain environments, certain things. Like I said, I changed my life. I 180 my life. I didn't 360 because I'm not going back to where I've been. But
absolutely.
Just a quick glance in, moving bags, pill scamming 3 years. I got robbed at gunpoint. I found out I had my son I found out I was told I was having a son at 8 months. We had him the next month. So all this happened in 2019. Dad went to prison. So I was just like, I had so much going on, and certain things would trigger me. So like, I'll be around, honest talk, like, say if some owners might be dealing, you know, still dipping and dabbing with the drugs and stuff like that. I don't want to be around that no more, you know, because that's all I knew. So I was trying to break out that box. And then it's more so a respect thing. I would say too, like, if like, you know, you'll have those type of people around, and you be around like firearms and things that just rub you off wrong, to where it's like, I don't want to have to look over my shoulder. So if it was a comfort thing, I would just have to leave. Or honestly, it'll be like something dealing with the shop owner. It could be like an envious or jealousy thing. But, you know, salt don't kill snails, or whatever, however they say it. But
salt do kill snails.
Yeah, but Yeah, you're right. It do.
I was about to say, yeah, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, people, places, and things, right? And you really didn't want to be around those people,
certain things,
doing those things, and in the wrong
I'm trying
places.
to grow and elevate, man. I don't want to be around the same thing, and it started to wear off on me. You know, that's all. So,
I understand that, and it's a lot of times, you know, people think that you only gonna be locked into one barbershop, but it's good to learn from other places and to really figure out where you want to be, and you have to go to maybe 1 to 2 to 3 shops.
Yeah.
I've been to 3 shops, 3 shops in New York and 1 shop here, so 4 shops total within my 16-year career of barbering, and every shop taught me something different, from ownership to responsibilities, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
and you also learn what not to be like too. It's not even just sharpening the skills, what not to be like if it's a certain type of music playing or how they treat the other clients if they're not their clients. Like, you got to learn, like, get all the meat off the bone, like Miss Tate always said. Get the meat off the bone, throw the bone. Get all the lemonade out the lemons. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. I'll study it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was in school, I'll still be studying. I'm studying as I'm slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't have a client, I'll be trying to sharpen up my mind, my mental. So, and reflecting back on the other question, I wanted to invest into my career too. And I wanted to have a career as well, something to always fall back on too. Like, if something goes left or whatever, it's not guaranteed. I know for a fact the hair industry is going to forever be live, you know. So
that's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's
so
something I would say.
I've heard a lot of conversations lately about Georgia Tech in the barber program. You know, there's not a lot of talk where I'm from in New York about colleges that offer those things. You got to go to an actual barber school. Have you visited barber schools before you went to the barber college?
No, man. I ain't gonna lie, because I was applying at multiple places, and then when I got the email, I was at a post office doing something, shipping off an order or something. I got the acceptance letter, and I literally started crying right there,
really?
bro. Yes, in the post office, I'm crying, and I'm just like, why am I crying? But I knew that it was bigger than just cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? I knew all the new doors were gonna unlock, and all the life now that I reflect, all the life that my instructors were speaking on to me. And I was just like, man, they see something way more than what I see. And yeah, man, it just, once I got that acceptance letter, I was like, you know what, this is the sign. Just jump, you know, because you can't drive no parked car. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta do something. You know?
got bars, man. BJ got bars. So were you afraid? Did you have to take out financial aid? Did you pay it up front? How did you pay for your schooling?
Financial aid, bro.
Okay.
Financial aid.
So you had to take out a loan?
Yes.
Okay.
And, did the loan, and yeah, it was I think 19.5, about 20,000. Yeah.
For how many months? And then how many hours?
It was 1,500 hours.
Okay.
1,500 hours, about almost 2 years. You know, I know it's faster programs and stuff like that, but
no, they ain't the same shit.
Oh, it's about the same.
Yep.
Oh well.
Ain't nothing changing in Georgia, bro.
Yeah. So we did that, and I was so excited, man. I was so happy, bro. So happy to go ahead and just fully lock in and get to meet new faces. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I told you, I have multiple companies, so it's like, oh man, I can lock in with some photography, you know, the film directors here, and you know, I can do art here, you know what I'm saying? Just so many different things, or clothing line, fashion, you know. So yeah, man, I just wanted to I looked at it as, to lock in my career, but also a network and opportunity type of thing. You know, that's how I looked at it, like that, too, to build good connection with the instructors too, because, you know, say if I do want to go big boy shop, I can go ahead and have the, you know, the license, you know, make sure that I know that their license coming through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the experience, and at least have their feet wet to know what they do. Because, you know, in barber school, we have the shops inside. So that was always good, too, to kind of just have them transform into an actual shop.
That's great.
You know,
so how do you keep all of these creative juices from being able to create clothing to
the photography, barbering,
doing
artwork.
photography, artwork, barbering? All of these things are creative skills. Is there one that takes a little bit more away from the other?
One that takes a little bit more, like
do you have your balance with it? Are you able to still create your clothing line? Able to take some time out to make your paintings? Also have time for photos and cater to your clients?
Yeah. So what I do with that is, when I first had 4 companies, the first 3 months, straight 3 months, straight clothing line, photography, barbering, artwork. That's it. So I break it down probably maybe 2.5, months. So like, the first 2 months, like right now, I'll be doing straight clothing line, going into my merch, going to the warehouses, getting them embroidered, taking pre-orders, all of those things, photo shoots. So I just lock in directly on that. So I break my year down, months at a time like that. Or what I also do is, it's more of an energy feeling thing. So I say, you know what? If I'm cutting today, I might have Mondays off, but on Monday, I'm going to just paint today. I'm not going to do nothing else. I'm just going to work on my artwork. And the reason why I do the artwork is because I already sold 32 of these. So
nice.
It's like I'd rather keep that cash flow going too. You know what I'm saying? But it's also an outlet for me to unlock to keep going as well. So all of my businesses are outlets. That's how I look at them, The only one I would not say is really not like, I guess it will be the breeding, because that's more so, hands-on, and you going about it a different way. It's not really like how I can express my emotions or how I feel through painting or through merch, because I hand paint my clothing line too, and stuff like that. Or photography. Photography speak volumes too. Like, say if somebody act like they're just super sad or super down, you can feel them. You can, be the artist around it.
That's
so
amazing.
I try to do that, and I just pray over it all, man, to keep that drive, keep that fire going, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy, but mind you, I'm 26 doing this, so yeah, I just got to keep it going, man. Keep creative. You don't know who needs you too,
That's a whole fact.
Yeah, I realized, I did the Tasmanian Devil before, and somebody was saying how their mother used to call them Taz. Like, it's deeper meanings in all of this stuff, I feel like. So that's what keeps me going. And it's really no limit being creative. You know what I'm saying? I'm a full-time entrepreneur. So yeah, man, I just love being creative, love to express. And it starts so many different conversations too. Everybody see my artwork and stuff like, oh, yeah. So yeah.
And being 26 years old, but the majority of the characters that I do see on the wall are characters that's over 30 years, 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got Sonic, you got the Simpsons, the Flintstones, and 26-year-old adults nowadays really wouldn't know that type of history when it comes to the cartooning. But and then the way that you portray all of these characters in your artwork, from the motions and all of that. It's amazing, bro. Like, every time I come in this room, it's always vibrant, there's always good energy. You always good energy. How do you keep the morale? How do you stay positive even though life be lifing?
I changed my perspective, man. I changed my perspective because I never go through anything. I grow through things, if that makes sense. I see the beauty in everything. Just the other day, bro, when you was outside, you kept seeing me going back and forth. I hear my tire is going flat.
What?
Flat to the ground. Rim on the floor, y'all. I'm like, dang. I knew it was time. I'd be burning out. I'd be racing and all this stuff. But I said, you know what? I kept pushing it to the side. Oh, I'll get it done. But I'm mentioning this because I was able to pump it up enough to where I can get to a tire shop. I said, how much? I'll go used tire. How much for used tire? We don't got no used. $160, bro, for the new one. I said, okay.
That's what it is.
I said, okay. How much for 2? He said, I'll do $250. I said, how much for all 4? $5. So look, y'all, I look online how much the tires really cost. $180 to $200 a tire. So I said, dang, I saw my blessing in that. Even though I was upset, like, dang, I want to spend this. Mind you, I didn't spend the $5. I just did the $250 the front too. But I changed my perspective, man. That's what I do. I change my perspective. When things get rocky, I just create. You know what I'm saying? I put that energy into something else other than worrying or anything like that. So I keep that because at the same time, somebody can come into my suite. Yo, BJ, I see what you've been doing. I've been watching you for years. I want to put $5,000 into your company. I want to put $10,000. I show up every day like today is that day. You see what I'm saying? That's how it keeps me going, because it's like you never know who's watching, or like on my YouTube, my TikTok, my Instagram, all of that stuff. Like, you never know like how it can change somebody or motivate them. You know what I'm saying too? So I try to do that to keep the motivation going, the flow going, because it's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's never no limits. That's why for my clients and everybody around.
Yeah. So how do you go from a barbershop to wanting to get into a suite?
How did I go? Like, how did I do it?
Why? Like,
oh, why?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I did it because I was bigger than the shop I was at. Not like cocky wise, but I'm saying like literally my equipment. I couldn't have enough. My equipment wasn't enough. You know, it was too small. I needed bigger space.
Yeah.
And like I said again, environment. If you hang around trash, you smell like trash. So I started to take a step back and just analyze, start seeing stuff, and I say, you know what? I no longer belong, and I'm not watering no dead plant, so I'm going to analyze and look around, see what's going on. And plus, as barbers, I feel like we all want our own too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just my mindset. That's another reason why I quit working jobs, because I just don't like that power of people trying to, like, you know, hold something over you, or you got to do this or got to do that. And I realized that when I'm like, dang, okay, your manager say go and break at 12 o'clock. You clocking out at 12 o'clock, getting your food, whatever. And then they say you're off at 6 o'clock. Okay, cool, you getting off. But when we tend to say, oh man, BJ, I need to work out. Let me stop smoking, this and that. We always, you know, push it to the side. We listen to what these people say, but won't even listen to ourselves. So I say, you know what, I'm taking my power back, gaining my power back, and I'm going to put everything into myself, my craft. If I'm paying booth rent or suite rent, it's going into my stuff. You see what I'm saying? So I shift, like I said, perspectives again, and went ahead, took a big leap of faith. And like I said, you can't drive a park car. I was paying $150 a week, bro. You know, here $325, whatever. I'm paying double and some, and I relocated. You know what I'm saying? On top of everything I'm paying right now too. So I took that big leap of faith, man, and my favorite number is 8, and then boom, loft number 8 is open. I said, okay, that's God talking to me, and I just slowly started buying my chair, buy my mat, buy my tool set, buy everything I needed, because I already knew I wanted to become an owner. I wanted to be bigger than this, and I just put it to the side. I kept investing, and then I just went ahead and pulled the trigger, bro. And best thing I've done, honestly, bro. So,
that's amazing. You know, both our stories are kind of similar. From us wanting to leave the location that we were at to, you know, be out on our own, to being big on numbers, right? So when I came here and I was walking around, even before I met the project manager Vera. I was walking around the suite, seeing suite number 20. My birthday is December 8th, so that's 12 and 8. And then I walked inside and I felt the energy, and I said, yo, this is like it's mine. Yep. And then my wife was like, you know, so what we gonna do? I'm like, yo, $325 is kind of hefty from what I'm coming from. Right. Paying $150, and I was like,
because we still got bills, bro.
Don't know if you can afford to pay that, but
and if they're gonna follow, it's even
that part. But the being big on wanting change, wanting more for myself, going by the numbers and seeing that the numbers are actually aligning, and then knowing that, like you started buying stuff. Like I was buying my mat, buying my chair, buying my station,
piece by piece,
buying all of them things, and then I pulled the trigger. I came here October, signed a lease, told them I need about 2 months to give my owner of my old shop, you know, the heads up. So they gave me about 8 weeks to transition. So, and then I moved in on December 7th. My last day at my old shop was December 7th. I left there and came straight here on December 7th. And my birthday was the next day, which was December 8th. That was my birthday gift to me. So 12/8, suite number 8, and then I just made a year last month being here, and it just feel good to be able to know that I accomplished that 365. And yeah, we got ups and downs, because one thing, like you said, you don't know if they're gonna go with you. And even though you provide an amazing service and this good energy, and they seem like they like you, when I left Locust Grove to come to McDonough, I lost 50% of my clients, and I'm like, oh shit, now what I'm gonna do? You thinking everybody gonna come with you, and then you realize that they not. They not booking those first 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. Now you gotta stay focused and just figure it out. How did you figure it out? Did you lose your clientele when you moved here?
If I'm putting it from 0 to 100%, I probably lost 20%, about 20. But I needed that 20 to drop so I can go ahead and bring in the new, because I already knew, being in the open shop, I didn't want to show too much sauce, bro. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? I wanted, like here, when I knew when I was going to a suite, it was all limits off. I'm doing locks, retwist, style, facials, microdermabrasion, color, you know what I'm saying? I went all, like I could fully be myself. And the reason why I mention that is because from a previous shop, I'll never shampoo a man's hair. I'll never do a facial on a man, this and that. But that's why they was stuck at where they were stuck at. You know what I'm saying? So I needed that too. But yeah, man, it's just, you know,
you was a big fish in a small pond.
Exactly. You know, and yeah, and I'm very competitive. So like when I run circles around multiple times, I get bored and I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
So I just felt like I didn't belong. And then I could tell when people start hating, start envying, you know, this and that after I got the whip, bro, after I bust down the neck. And, you know, the little stuff I see, but it didn't bother me because guess what? I'm still planting the right seeds. I'm still showing love because you can't clean dirt with dirt either. You know what I'm saying? So
another
it
bar.
just is what it is.
This guy got bar. Did you do music too?
Yes, I did.
You always jumping mad bars over here. But I get it because, you know, me, you know, in my last shop, you know, I was grateful to come on board to be in that shop to learn as much as I could. But I was around all barber students that was coming from the barber school and transitioning to the barber shop. And yes, I can still learn a little bit because these are fresh eyes, right?
Yeah.
But me being a seasoned vet in it, I was giving a lot of my sauce and really not gaining a lot from them. And I just felt like I was being stuck.
You kept dishing out.
I was dishing out, but I wasn't getting enough back. You know, I was thankful for Swole. I was thankful for Josh. You know, I was thankful for Jared for me taking bits and pieces from their lives and the way that they maneuver with their families, not just the barbering, but just find a work-life balance that sometimes I would always struggle with. So that was a good thing. But when it was time, you know, there was people that was in there that was hating, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to be around that energy to the point where it was just time for me to go. And once I left, I was so thankful that I left because it was time for me to like really flourish. And like you said, you didn't want to show all your sauce. I was showing my sauce because I do a production. And then even in my old shops, when I was the youngest barber in my old shops back in Queens, again, nobody want that black spray. Nobody want no facial. Nobody want no shampoo. You know what I'm saying? Just nobody. Then I would start doing these things, and their clients are seeing what I'm doing, and then their clients want it. But they wasn't providing it. Then they would get mad when their clients want to come to me. But I'm like, I'm just. All of these things are in the barber book. All the things that we're doing is not new.
If you go to school.
None of this is new. It's just the fact that we've been focusing on the literature, the technique and the skill, and we see that what's going on now. Social media has made it so that everybody is getting in tune to making sure that is a premium service. But again, you have to be in tune. Do you go to like barber shows or like doing continuing education?
I want to. I paid for multiple tickets, but it's always something, bro. Like I said, it was always something. It was a disconnect why I couldn't like pull through on the, you know, the barber cons, and I want to. You know, I want to get my face out there, but I haven't.
Okay.
But I'm definitely, if they have something this year, I'm trying to.
Okay.
Because that was all school stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, damn near like a field trip. Let's go. You know, I paid for my stuff. Something wrong with the ticket. Something happened here. I'm like, man. But like I said, I changed perspectives because that could have been protection things. You know, we be protected from things we can't see too. So it was a reason why I wasn't able to. And it's a reason why I left all the shops where I left from too. So, you know, I don't question nothing, man. I know everything's gonna fall in place how it is. It's predestined, man. So
well, they know out there that I'm big on hair shows. You know, there's a hair show that's this weekend, and then I'm locked in from now until July with all the different other hair shows that's going on. But Georgia now is like the hair capital again when it comes to barbering. It used to be the hair capital when it comes to stylists. Now it's the hair capital when it comes to barbering. And we really you know planting the flag down here with the last Barber Evo event that occurred. We got the natural hair show with the Talib Wajid, and Tony Banks does a phenomenal job with the barber battles, and the barber battle that's coming up soon out here is going to be very big. So I definitely formally invite you to everything that goes on.
Oh yeah.
Because I love to be around like-minded individuals, like-minded barbers and stylists that really let the skill exudes from them. And I've always felt nothing but great energy when it comes to you. You know, you always showing that you love the industry. You love how barbering has changed your life, and you love the way that the path that it's taking you by just being involved in it in the industry.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, you done transition from from the negative to the positive. Learn about a whole bunch of things about your craft. Stepping out on faith and coming into your own. What's next for BJ?
Right, like as far as this industry, what's next?
Everything,
overall?
industry, life.
Oh well, what's next? I ain't gonna give y'all too much sauce, but physical copy of my book. As y'all know, I've published 2 of my books on.
What's the name of the books?
It's His Story to History. It's on Amazon Kindle, and also you can purchase through my Linktree. And my second one is How to Structure Your Business. And so I'm working on physical copies with those. Building more connections, networking, locking in. Really strictly being on like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? I'm slamming the door, man. I'm slamming the door on anything that doesn't align with me, anything that I have to question. So I'm just letting time tell. This month has been super good so far within the 2 weeks, and I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited. Like I said, I just cut my hair off yesterday, so I'm bringing in all the new X and the O. You know what I'm saying? So getting physical copies with my book. I want to invest more into different things. That's another thing. Focus on my health too. Cut back on smoking, drinking, being transparent, stuff like that. Not holding in anything that bothers me. Like procrastination, a lot of stuff I learned from last year that I need to stop doing. I'm not gonna do it. So rebranding my products, working on my products again, stuff like that. Trying to get my face out there more, trying to network, man, like with any and everybody, any industry, whatever it come down to, because I don't just cut hair, so I'm just trying to lock in with other photographers, other models, other fashion designers, stuff like that, really locking in.
Well, the first thing I'm going to recommend is that we're going to take the TRY out of all conversations, because with my brother Chop God, he says anytime you use that word TRY, you gotta do 20 push-ups. So we're not trying nothing. What we're doing is what we executing. So now that we know what the game plan is, it's all about executing all the right steps. And what other place to be in than Georgia, where there's events every single day, from going to the underground, and they have the art exhibits with the bonfires every first or third Fridays. I've met so many influential people there, artists, rappers, poets, things like that. And just there's a bunch of photography gigs out here. It's just being one, you got to be able to know what's going on, and being locked in and in tune with the right people that know what's going on, and also be open to be vulnerable to people that's coming into your life next. And like you said, you done close the door on a whole bunch of things. I left a lot of people in 2025. It was a struggle for me. Even ending business deals and partnerships and things of that nature, and really wishing that other people would really see the vision, but don't really understand what it takes to really get to where you're trying to go.
Everything, all of that, yeah.
So just leaving people in 2025, really being comfortable with saying that, doing that, acting on it, and just focusing on what I know that I need to focus on to make Terror the Barber Razor Sharp podcast and my family those 3 priorities that need to be done for 2026 and moving forward. So it's just good to hear somebody that's younger than me, that's on the right path. I got family members that's in their 20s and 30s, and I'm always trying to yo, listen, just stay 10 toes down and just stay positive, and don't let your environment and these leechers, just try to take everything from you or just make you feel some kind of way. So it's good to hear.
Yeah, because it's temporary. It's all temporary, bro. It's all temporary. You gotta. And I look at it as a blank canvas. I gotta paint my vision. I have to let it be seen, because you gotta realize how powerful we are as business owners too, because it was a thought in our mind and we brought it into reality. We fed that vessel, put our time, money, energy into it, and then we made it into reality. Then now it puts us in a whole nother position. So once I first did that with my first company, I said, okay, let me open up more. My max was 5. Now I'm at 6, but this year I'm gonna open up 4 more. So I'm gonna have 10 companies, 10
streams of income.
Yeah. So I'm not pumping the brakes. I'm doing it. I gotta dominate. I'm taking my time, I used to jump the gun. So now I'm gonna
be
break
very
it down.
intentional.
Yeah. break down the
Important.
meal and eat it one piece at a time, you know, and stay focused, stay hungry, you know, keep that fire going. You know, sometimes I have flashes where it's like I feel like I know I'm going to make it. I'm just saying I feel like it can be super like today, you know what I'm saying? So I have those times when I'm cutting and I just get really emotional. I'm like, dang, I know God is sending this sign, like this signal, like this could be the day. So that keeps me going too. And I don't want nobody to feel like y'all not able to do it. Y'all can do it. I'm 26. You know what I'm saying? All these companies, and I'm legit. You know what I'm saying? Everything is clean. I have my license behind everything, and I just want to keep building my companies, have my trade lines, my business credit, all of those things to open up even more doors. So yeah, man, you know how it is.
You talking that talk I like to talk about.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's good. Is there anybody in your life that's influencing you to have this know-how, to have this mindset?
What, like how I move and think? Just myself, just Bernard, just me. I don't have like I don't look up to my dad or my family. No, nobody. Like it's not no family member or no specific thing. It's me versus me, and I know what I want in life, and I know what I'm going to get. I just have to be in the right placement and at the right. You know, I gotta do what I gotta do. Anything I can't control, I just let it be. Leave it up to God. So yeah.
Okay, so what's one word or one thing that you could leave with somebody out there that's going to keep them inspired, or just inspire them in general?
I would say discipline.
Discipline. That's something I'm working on myself.
Yeah.
Discipline. It's very hard to be disciplined.
I would say discipline because I used to struggle. Like it used to be patience, but way better with that. Discipline is what got me where I'm at now, and then also what held me back too. You know, so discipline is very powerful, I would say, and yeah, it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I say discipline because it's not just the industry; it could be life too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't want to eat this steak today. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know, separate your wants and your needs. That's what I do. So yeah,
Okay.
I would say discipline would be the definitely word because once you study discipline and once you practice discipline, things unlock. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like once you turn that knob, all the blessings and everything is waiting on you on the other side too. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Jump. You know, jump, sink or swim, boss or be bossed, however y'all want to look at it. You know, but I'm not slowing down. I'm not stopping. A lot of y'all know me, and I'm just gonna keep elevating, keep growing, and keep pouring into everybody, man. I'm not trying to be the big bad wolf, but I stand on principle and morals. So yeah.
That's cool.
Just
That's
living
cool.
how I move, man. You know how it is, cause can't bring everybody with us too. So
Nope, and that's what I learned.
I'm glad
too.
somebody understand me. That's why I was like, man, I'm glad he mentioned that too, cause
Can't.
everybody think, oh, BJ cocky, BJ doing this and that, or why he doing that? He just young, he just blowing money. Like, nah. I remember where I came from, and I know where I'm going. It's king treatment or go back to the village. Simple. You know, that's
Another
what
ball.
anything.
This guy right here, man. He's a quotable. You heard? My man, he's a quotable. But it's just good to know that I surround myself around like-minded people all the time. You know, these are the conversations that I have with my comrades and at my Faith and Fellowship event with my board members and all the people that come on board to just make things bigger and better. And I'm thankful that I couldn't have these same conversations back in New York. You know, the mentality was different. And when I moved down here over 5 years ago, it's just been nothing but positivity since. For me and all the right people to be in the right places, and I'm not taking no for an answer. I haven't taken a no since I've been here. Even when there's always some kind of setback or some drawback, I always think like you do. Just think positive. There's always
delay is good, bro.
Another way around
Just like
it.
a slingshot, you pull it back, you might have a setback, but once you release, boom, you're gone. Shut off. Shoo.
Another
You know
ball.
what I'm saying? So.
So listen, man, tell the people out there where they can find you at, where they can purchase your artwork, your books, all of those things.
Okay. My Instagram is bigceo.bj. My YouTube is bigceobj all together. TikTok is bigceo.bj. Very simple. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's all the same, except like how I said, just switch it up with the dot on the Instagram. BjsCutzz, BjsCutzz with 2 Z's. Yeah, man, y'all like, comment, subscribe, show love. Y'all can pull up here at our suites to purchase any artwork. I also have products right here. My shampoo, conditioner, rose water. I have hair and skin oil. I also have facial soap. Yeah, man, y'all tap in, lock in with us. If y'all want to get y'all haircut, we all do great services. We do everything. What we do? We got
Everything,
hairstylists,
natural,
barbers. We got
estheticians, we got nail techs,
everything, all in one. Y'all come through, pull up Salon Lofts out here,
McDonough, baby.
Yeah.
So listen, man, this your boy Terry the Barber, Razor Sharp Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you follow my brother BJ because he's doing amazing jobs out here. You will see him around more often with me, moving around, doing exactly what we do best. So listen, man, Terry the Barber, Razor Sharp Podcast. That man BJ in the building.
Yes,
and we see you guys next time.
Next time.
Get it.
Barbers, we back at it with another phase in fellowship.
Yeah.
We got my dog Tony Banks. We got Razor Sharp Podcast with the owner, the iconic E. We got Ray, my supply guy.
Energy, energy, energy.